Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my Red Dead Redemption 2 Sharpshooter Challenge guide. In this guide, I'll be taking you over how you can complete the Sharpshooter Challenges in Red Dead Redemption 2. So without further ado, let's immediately dive into it. For Sharpshooter 1, you have to kill 3 flying birds. Now the best location to do this is in Twin Stack Pass, which is crawling with all these flying little creatures. A very good idea to do is to fire your gun into the air, meaning that those birds will get scared. Just give it a quick dead eye, just kill 3 birds, and that's you done. For Sharpshooter 2, you have to kill 2 different species of animal in the same dead eye use. Again, we'll be taking the exact same location as in the first Sharpshooter. What you want to do is you want to find a deer or any of those kind of animals, or maybe even a rabbit, and then find yourself a bird flying in the sky. And that's what I've personally found the easiest way to do it. Just find yourself a deer, target both of them in the same dead eye use, shoot them, and that's your Sharpshooter Challenge 2 done. Do however make sure though that both animals are in front of you and not behind you, or else your dead eye will fail. Sharpshooter 3 requires you to kill 5 flying birds while on a moving train. It's a pretty simple one actually, this one. What you want to do is you want to head to any post office really, and then either see if there's a train over there, or you could even purchase a train ticket to the nearest town, and then you will arrive on the train. You will wait a little bit and then just simply jump on the train from your horse. Or you could even decide to go taking it a little bit step further and make it even easier than it probably needs to be, is by just simply stealing the train itself, giving it a little bit of speed, then getting out of the driver's seat and then standing on the train roof somewhere while the train is still going, and then you'll be able to shoot some birds on, of course, what is a moving train as well. It's what I personally found the easiest way to do it. You will, however, probably get some wanted level on you, but climbing on a train while you jumped off it from a horse is something that the law probably won't like either. So do be aware of some wanted level that you might get on this one too. It's a pretty easy challenge. Just take out 5 birds. Obviously, Deadeye is your friend. And then you will have completed the challenge, and we can move on to number 4. Number 4 can be a bit confusing because it requires you to kill an enemy at least 80 feet away with a thrown tomahawk. Now, I know there's 3 different versions of tomahawk, but you can actually do this with a regular tomahawk as well. Now, this challenge is actually much easier than it might look like. All you want to do is find an enemy and then aim to that enemy and then keep walking back until your reticle turns white. Once your reticle has turned white, you want to start moving slightly towards the enemy again, seeing your reticle turn red. Once your reticle has turned red, what you want to do is you want to activate Deadeye and paint the target, and then slowly move back as Deadeye is still going on. And then just basically keep walking back until the axe is thrown automatically. That's the most safe way that I found to get this challenge. If you're looking to buy some tomahawks, you can purchase those from the fence for a couple of bucks. They're not that expensive at all. Sharpshooter 5 requires you to kill 6 animals without switching or reloading your weapon. Now again, we're going to be going to Twin Stack Pass for this one. Make sure to bring your repeater, which is preferably the Lancaster repeater because it has 14 bullets in there. Once you're at Twin Stack Pass, just find yourself a pack of birds, activate Deadeye, and start painting them targets. Obviously, what you want to avoid to do is to activate Deadeye for a second time, because if you do so, your weapon will be automatically reloaded and your challenge will be reset. So do be aware of that. Sharpshooter 6 requires you to kill someone at least 660 feet away with a long scoped rifle. So obviously what you want to do first is to bring your rolling block rifle to the gunsmith and purchase yourself a long scope. Once you're done that, you want to head back to Twin Stack Pass once more and then climb this tall mountain on the right. You can access it by horse, just be careful you don't fall off. Once you're on top of the mountain, select your rolling block rifle, and another brilliant tip as well to be extra sure that you're going to hit your shot is bring some high velocity ammo from the gunsmith as well, just so you get that little bit of extra range. And then all you want to do is wait until someone rides past that road that I'm aiming at, and just simply shoot them whenever you see the reticle turn red, because there is no bullet tracking as far as I can tell in Red Dead Redemption 2, so you should be fine. Simply shoot and the challenge is done. For sharpshooter number 7, you need to get 7 headshots in a row. A location I really liked for this one is the Heartlands oil fields. You don't have to kill enemies, you can just literally shoot anyone. Do be aware though that if you shoot literally anyone, your honor system will be affected drastically. Do be aware of one thing though, is that you have to hit 7 headshots in a row. You cannot even hit someone in the shoulder and then a headshot or miss a shot. If you do so, you will have failed the challenge and you will have to start all over again, finding 7 new people to shoot. Sharpshooter 8 requires you to disarm 3 enemies without reloading or switching your weapon. Again, the Lancaster repeater is a very nice weapon for this. All you want to do for this one is simply aim at the hands, but there's another very easy way to do this as well. That can either be just simply using Deadeye, and especially the Deadeye ability where you don't even have to paint any targets in order to shoot is another very useful ability to do so. Sharpshooter 9 requires you to shoot 3 people's heads off with the same Deadeye. Now this one is actually really simple. What you want to do is you want to go to the post office in Valentine, and there's always 2 men hanging around over the railing next to the post office. What you want to do then is just grab your revolver and then use the Deadeye ability where you can still shoot while in Deadeye. Make sure that you don't actually mark any of the enemies, because it will be a guaranteed headshot if you're aiming in that general area. And what you want to do then is basically aim to the side of the person's head, because that is typically where you will be able to get a quick and easy shot and shooting its person's head off. Sharpshooter 10 requires you to kill 3 flying birds with 3 consecutive long scoped rifle shots. Once again, you're probably going to be surprised about this one. We're going back to Twin Stack Pass because there are always big groups of birds, so you should have plenty of opportunities to get 3 shots in a row. Using the Deadeye ability again, where you're able to shoot without painting targets, is going to be absolutely brilliant for this one as well. And if you're struggling with this one a little bit, another good idea to try is to have either a dead body or a dead animal lying around somewhere, because that does attract the birds. And once you get close, then those birds will start flying away, and typically there's a couple of them that are trying to eat that animal or body that is on the floor right there. At level 1, 3, 7 and 10 you will unlock some special stuff at the Trapper, so I highly recommend you going over there and find your rewards at the Trapper, because there's definitely some very cool stuff in there, which is also very useful at the same time. And that brings us to the end of this Sharpshooter guide. Thank you also very much for watching. I hope you found this useful, and if you did, make sure to leave it a like, subscribe for much more Red Dead Redemption 2 content and more challenge guides coming to you very soon. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you all later.